Hey guys, what's up? I am back with another unboxing. This is actually a lot sooner than I expected, but the package came pretty quick, so I figured might as well get it done. Decided to move out to the library here, have a better backdrop, something more interesting. So let's get right into it. I know the last two were from Indigo. You can see this is an Amazon package, clearly. So, not from Indigo, so maybe not a book, but we know Amazon does have books. That's how they started out. Very look here. It's easy on the side, so. Oh, it's a book. But wait a second. There's actually two things in here, and we'll start with Akira. This is the 4K edition of the famous anime from 1988, Akira, which I've actually never owned on Blu-ray. I had the old DVD for many years. In fact, this was sort of the beginning of my DVD collection, back before you could even call it a collection, when I had, maybe 9 or 10 DVDs. This is one of the originals. And for many years I sort of put off getting another edition because I figured, I would probably find a better one. Anyway, so let's get the plastic off here. Bye-bye plastic. So there's Akira. Nice cover. The back. And it's 2 discs. Ordinary Blu-ray and the 4K. No booklet or anything, which is disappointing. I miss when stuff came with booklets, but this is not considered like a collector's edition or anything, so there you go. Not much to say about Akira. You know Akira. I love Akira. Just one of the most awesome movies out there, one of the most sort of important animes. Helped usher in the anime boom that would happen in North America and the West a little while after that, probably the mid-90s. Stuff like Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon getting brought over here and giving English dubs. But yeah, so this is nice. What would be cool is I wish this had the first dub. I assume this is still just the Pioneer dub for the English dub, but there is an older dub which I've seen, which came out first, which isn't as good, but I still kind of enjoy. It had like Cam Clark, who did, maybe most notably, he was Leonardo on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles original cartoon, doing Kaneda's voice. Pretty much using that exact voice. But it's Johnny something. Maybe I should have had more stuff with me to do this. This is the thing. I'm not good at unboxings, am I? I guess it's because I'm used to having more preparation, and the thing is, for an unboxing, you have to just go with the flow. I can't do another take of it or anything like that, so I open it up and I go. Not that I didn't know what I was getting. There we go, Akira. So, very quickly, so this is The Lily and the Lion. Let me see, by Maurice Druon there. So these are, this is a series called, I believe, The Accursed Kings. These were written in the late 50s, early 60s by Maurice Druon. There's a series of historical novels, so they're historical fiction, and they're based on the reign of various French monarchs. Because the idea is called Cursed Kings. I don't actually have the first one with me right now, but the others are right here. See this? That's them. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's the Strangled Queen, the Poisoned Crown, the Royal Succession, and the She-Wolf. And the reason I got this at Amazon was simple. It was out of stock at Indigo, and it was one of those times where I was like, I'm not gonna go through life with yet another unfinished or uncompleted series. That kind of thing drives me nuts. So I saw it on Amazon, thought, yes, buy it immediately before it disappears from there too. So this takes place over a few centuries. The first one is called The Iron King. It starts there, and it's all about sort of just how unlucky these monarchs were. And some say it all began with the Iron King, whose name I can't remember all of a sudden. But it's pretty. He was one of the Philips, probably. Back then, they didn't have a lot of names for their kings. In France, it was like Louis, Philip, Charles, and repeat. It was just like 3 variations of that. But anyway, so this would be a few hundred years after that. But anyway, they say maybe it started because he took down the Knights Templar, and he had some of them burned at the stake as traitors without really any evidence. So some say that began. And then he died right after that almost. So the idea was he'd been one of the condemned like publicly cursed him, and it seemed to work because of all the unfortunate things that would happen to his successors in the time after. So by the time we get to this one, this is after Charles IV has died. Charles IV is dead, fulfilling the curse of the Templars once and for all. This leaves the path to the throne open for Robert of Artois to place his cousin, Philippe of Valois, upon. Okay, so this isn't hundreds of years later. This is maybe just a few decades later. Okay, I don't know. There is, I think, one more book after this that he wrote a lot later, like in the 70s. Anyways, it says here, there's a blurb from George R.R. Martin. This is the original Game of Thrones. I hate stuff like that. I don't want to see blurbs on my covers and things like that, and I especially hate things that have been turned into like movies or TV shows. It's like, now, TV series on Netflix, and they have like a big sticker on it. I just hate that shit so much. So this would have been such a nice cover without that. And I mean, yes, I understand the main reason these got this new printing in North America, because for a long time there was no English language version of them. It's of course being originally written in French. Is because that George R.R. Martin mentioned them, because he said they were a big influence on him when he wrote Game of Thrones. So I get that, I just don't like seeing it up here. So we'll keep this one short and simple, keep it simple, stupid. So a couple pretty good buys on Amazon. This was just ordinary price, but just, much. This was about 25% off, which is good because it just came out. I think it just came out in January. So very happy to finally have this on Blu-ray and 4K too, which we'll eventually deal with. So that's going to do it. I won't overstay the welcome here, but thanks a lot. So that's unboxing number 3. I'll see you real soon next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.